Where did Padel even come from? Growing up, we had tennis, badminton, squash, but Padel? Just the other day, I was wandering a bit farther than my usual walking route when I heard the sounds of athletic grunting echoing from around the bend. My curiosity got the best of me. Was I about to stumble upon a tennis match or a slightly risque aerobics class? I rounded the corner, and there it was, the Padel court. Smaller than the size of a tennis court, surrounded by plexiglass walls like a giant aquarium. Only instead of fish, it was filled with sweaty humans whacking a ball against every available surface. And here's the twist, the players? Mostly women, in outfits so tiny they made tennis skirts look like winter coats. Nearby, several guys loitered with intense concentration, studying the game like it was a life-changing art form. An art that happened to come with, let's say, revealing perks. Now, I wasn't going to be one of those guys, the type who loiter and ogle from the sidelines. No, my plan was far classier. I'd join the game itself naturally. But not just any session. I needed to know exactly when the most dazzling players had their slots. So I returned the next day, fully prepared to investigate further. Sure enough, the building next to the court housed the booking desk, staffed by a muscular guy who looked like he bench pressed for a living. Perfect. Hey, quick question, I began, leaning in like I was about to ask for stock tips. Who's got the best game around here? The guy didn't even look up. Linda, he muttered, plays most evenings, keeps the court busy. Sounded promising enough. I grabbed the clipboard and booked myself right after Linda's slot, already practicing my, oh, fancy meeting you here routine in my head. On game day, I got there a full hour early, rented my paddle, and tried to look like a seasoned player. Spoiler, I wasn't. I settled onto a bench near the court, casually scanning the scene for any hint of Linda. A few players strolled onto the court, each one making me sit up a bit straighter. Then, two women entered, both dressed in what could only be described as gravity-defying outfits that seemed designed with male spectators in mind. They lunged, they sprinted, and every inch of those tiny skirts fought to stay in place. Each grunt they let out wasn't doing me, or any of the other guys nearby, any favors either. Allegedly, grunts add power to the shots, but from where I was sitting, they seemed to be generating a very different kind of intensity. Finally, their match ended, and one of them, a tall, athletic brunette, headed straight toward my bench. This was it, my moment. Hey, are you Linda? I asked, trying for casual but likely sounding anything but. She didn't miss a beat, simply pointed her paddle across the court, where the real Linda was packing up her gear. I thanked her, and with renewed resolve, got up and made my way over to the actual target. Nice game, I offered as Linda looked up, a faint smile forming. Thanks, she replied. With such eye-catching attire, it felt like a rule. I had to keep eye contact. So looking right at her face, I said, I'm Elliot. Linda, she replied, her expression mildly amused. I grinned. I may have noticed your name on the booking schedule. Figured you must be a regular. Her eyebrow arched slightly, her smile taking on an edge. They really should keep that kind of information private, don't you think? I nodded, fumbling for a response. Absolutely. I'll take it up with management, right after I perfect my backhand. Nice save, Elliot, or so I thought, until she asked, Oh, do you work here? Before I could answer, Mr. Muscles appeared at the court entrance, giving her a wave. She beamed and bounded over to him like he was the prize for winning. And me? I took my leave. But not without a little dignity, straight to the nearest Dunkin' Donuts. I ordered a round of chocolate-dipped donut holes and consoled myself one bite at a time. Thanks for tuning in to today's little misadventure. Sometimes you meet a girl only to find out she's spoken for. That's life. Be polite, be respectful, and remember, if she's taken, it's nothing personal. And hey, don't let yourself get intimidated by muscles. We're all works in progress. One day, you might find yourself lifting more than donut holes. If you enjoyed this story, give it a like, leave a comment about your funniest mismatched moment, and don't forget to subscribe for more quirky tales of romance and misadventure. Let's keep chasing the unexpected together. See you in the next one.